Hello everybody, Tameister here, and welcome back to Bixton. I'm starting this episode exactly where we left off in the last one, and in today's episode, I want to get into some specialized industry. So if I check my resources tab here, you can see that this map is loaded with natural resources of all types. This is a really good map. So I want to tap into these areas specifically. So we got some oil here and some fertile land. Kind of funny that we have oil fields right beside farms. Hopefully it doesn't pollute this entire area. But yeah, I would love to tap into those natural resources to get a little extra income flowing in. So right now I'm in the positive of about 10,000 a month, which is pretty small in City Skylines 2 terms. So I'd love to get that pumped up, because then I want to start to place down some more services in town that are very much needed at this point. We need a high school, we need a college eventually. Very, very expensive buildings. Healthcare isn't that great right now. If I check in my happiness chart here, you can see that the biggest factor of unhappiness in the city is our lack of healthcare coverage. So I want to get all those things fixed up. In order to do that, we got to get some more money flowing in here. So I am going to purchase these 4 tiles. I think that should cover all of these natural resources. Perfect. So I will purchase our last 4 tiles. And let's get into building the infrastructure to support these natural resources. So I'll get this road. Actually, I'll just continue this road straight on like this. It's very difficult to get the zones to act just right, but I think I have to disable snap to existing geometry, and that should perfect our zones. Maybe not exactly, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, so now I want to build a bridge that goes across here. Just like that. Actually, you know what? I think I want to follow the grid pattern here. Yeah, just like that. All right. So let me check my resources tab. Oh, you can't really see the rows. Oh, right here. There. There, that looks all right. Little rural road going out of town, which will eventually become the part of the town as the city grows. But I think this is a good start. So let's check out what we have here. Do I even have oil? I don't have oil unlocked. So that's just a little bit later. That's at milestone 8. Okay, so we got a little ways to go for that. Although I can at least get started with some farms. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring a road up to the very tip over here. All right, and let's get some farms going. This is fertile land, so ideally I want to place down some buildings that can take advantage of these zones, such as wheat fields. Oops. That's just weird little bug with the farms. You gotta make sure that the buildings appear, because if they don't, such as what's happening right now, and you plop them, then the building won't work. So when you're placing these farms, you gotta make sure that you see the little silhouette of the buildings, and then you're safe. Oh, but why is it not letting me zone this now? Okay, there. Oh, okay. No. All right, I guess I gotta drag it. No. Oh, whatever. I'll just demolish it. Let's start over. There. All right, guys, so we got a few farms going, and November is not exactly the right season to start farming, especially for crops and such, but, you know, at least we got the zones laid out. Actually, I think I might plop down some more. Oh, all right. Well, it looks like I got a dairy house. That is pretty exciting. How did I get that anyway? I must have placed enough farms. Delivering delectable dairy delights. Okay. I don't know how I unlocked this, but this is a really, really good building to have. And where shall I place this is the next question. I want to place it close enough to the farms. I'll place it right over here, right by the water. How's about that? Dairy house. Oh, actually, well, not really. That's not a good idea because now nothing can take advantage of... Well, okay. No, okay, it's all good. It doesn't matter where I place it because it gives +2 industrial efficiency citywide, +2 export profit citywide. Okay, oh, wow, that's really good news. And that is going to boost a lot of profits. Look at that. We doubled the amount of profits that we're making per month. And I'm just going to go ahead and place down a couple more farms here. I got some extra room. Maybe one more chicken farm. I'm going to place it up here. There, and I noticed there was a nice little house over here. Another old mill. And I think I'm gonna keep it there because it's really nice. So I'll just provide a road. There we go. That looks wonderful. So look at all this farmland that we now have, guys. Wow, that is incredible. And it's bringing us lots of money in taxes and you know, export fees. So I guess I could go into like super detail here. Wow, okay, we're producing a ton of grain, but I'm still in a huge deficit. So we're still having to import a lot of this. But regardless, you know, it's saving me a lot of money anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, well, we have that down. Now, we are making a lot of money now. I guess it just bounces around every now and again, depending on the weather and depending on various factors. But I'm still not making a ton of money to the point where I can afford a lot of services. But at the same time, I have almost 4 million in the bank. I think I'm going to go ahead and place a high school. All right, I think it's time that we get some proper services here in town. And a high school would be a great addition to the city. So for the high school, I think I'm going to go ahead and place it... I'm going to place it right over here. Because I'm already running out of room. Like, this downtown peninsula is already full, and we're just getting started. So there's going to be a battle for how much room I can save. And there we have it. We already got some students moving in. This is great. And, oh, shoot. I forgot about the sports field. Is this even going to fit anywhere near here? No, it will not. Okay, so I'm going to have to move the high school. I think I'll move it just down the road. You know what? I think I'm going to place it right here at the very end of this road, and that's going to give me enough room. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I can move the train track. It's because I wanted to place a road going up this way. Just like that. So that's... it's going to make it a bit challenging to get this to fit, but I'll just move the train tracks at some point. But for now, I'm just going to place the high school as is. 27 students. So we're going to start to get our people more educated, right? More educated people, higher salaries, more taxes. It's a long-term commitment, long-term investment. You know, you got to invest in your people to get things going. But, you know, you got to start somewhere. All right, so I guess for the next little bit, I'm going to start expanding over in this corner of the map. So let's get some streets laid out. Oh, that whole time I was raising my streets by 1.25 meters. Okay guys, here we go. I got my street layout all set up for this region, and let's start to expand because my demand is going crazy in all metrics right now. So commercial demand is pretty high, so let's get a little bit of that down. Now I've been seeing a lot of evidence that downsizing your commercial is actually a good thing to do. So I'm only going to be zoning in smaller lots, and I think from what I've seen that seems to fix a lot of the not enough jobs issue. So I think if I just dot some commercial just kind of in little chunks around the map and not necessarily like these huge commercial centers like I've been plopping, that might fix a lot of our problems. Kind of like this. And you can see even with those little tiny stores that I've been placing down, it pretty much eliminated all of our demand. And residential demand is ever high, so let's go ahead and place some of that. Zoning is a bit of a mess here, but that's okay because this is eventually going to become sort of an extension of downtown, and downtown isn't going to be perfectly uniform, right? It's all going to be different size buildings, and this area is going to change a lot in the future, so I'm not too worried about this. And I don't know how this zone is going to work. Seems like there's no road access, but I don't know. It could still work out. There. All right, so we got a lot of that placed down. I have some medium and high density residential demand right now. So for the medium density, I'm gonna... Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, everything's moving around. But yeah, so for my medium density residential, I'm just gonna go around downtown again. And I'm going to replace a lot of the low density residential. There we are. And it looks like we're just on the verge of getting to level 5. So that's pretty exciting. Let's go on over here and place some more industrial. And let me just take a quick glance at my finances. I'm not doing so bad after all, you know, losing 6,000 a month, that's peanuts in City Skylines. You know, at that point, you can pretty much claim that you're breaking even. So we're all good in the hood. I'm just gonna accelerate the simulation a little bit. I'm curious though. I just want to check. So okay, so the sports field is 15,000 a month, 50,000 a place, plus 40 outdoor recreation. So this also counts as a park, it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these train tracks actually. Wow, that's a long segment. So I just want to scooch them over far enough to where I can fit the sports field. And all of these rail tracks are going to change eventually, so I don't want to worry too much about that for now. And, ooh, looks like we just have enough room. I'm going to go ahead and place this, and I just want to check something here. Does it actually count? No, it doesn't account. Unfortunately, the track and field does not account for a park. Not a problem, though. I'll just place a small plaza over here. How much are the bigger parks? 12,000, 8,000. Oh, no, large playground, 2,500. That's not bad at all. Here, I'll place one right over here, and maybe another one. Where can I place another one? Right over here, right in the middle of this residential neighborhood. I know I just destroyed a gas station, which, you know, is pretty important, but it's okay. Another one will be built somewhere else. All right, so let's check our metrics here. Okay, so I'm no longer getting a lack of leisure. I'm actually getting an abundance of leisure time now, so that's good. People are still complaining about taxes. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to remain high for the next little bit. High crime? Why is crime high? Oh, nope, that's fire. Crime probability, 6%. Oh, wow, look at that, guys. We are now a boom town. So I get 8 extra tiles, 6 progression points, 1.4 million in the bank. So I now have 5 million. I got a couple of extra policies here. I can plant cotton now, which I believe needs fertile fields, I think. So there we have it. Let's see if there's anything I want to spend my points on. You know, I got quite a bit now. Although I can't really afford anything at this point, but let's just see if there's not something that we can... A crematorium, that is very important indeed, as our cemetery is eventually going to get filled up. What else? Incinerator plant. You know, if there's one thing I would really like is if before spending your progression points, it would be cool if you would see like a window on the side here telling you all of the building's information, because it may influence you differently, you know, because let's say I need an incineration plant in the city, but I don't have the funds for it, then I may opt for the recycling center, right? I think the recycling center is a lot cheaper than the incineration plant, but I have no way of knowing that without having placed the building before. So that would be just one little thing on my wish list. Wow, I really don't know what else to place here, guys. Public transportation, I guess I can start to explore these. Some trams might be interesting to include in the city. A post sorting facility, that could be useful as well. And now I got one more point. I think I'm going to spend that on maybe some firewatch towers, because there's a lot of trees on this map, you know, and the last thing I want is for a big fire break out and cause all sorts of mayhem. We don't want that, so... Oh! And I finally got mixed housing now. Awesome. That is what I was super excited for, because I can rezone a lot of these buildings, and we can start to get a nice downtown going. So let's give this a try here. I'm gonna destroy this. Unfortunately, another gas station. I guess if I replace these two buildings, and then maybe I'll put some medium density over here. There, let's see how that goes. And I don't have any high density housing right yet. So I'll just have to make do with low rent housing. So I guess I'll place some, I think that, yeah, this is low rent. I'll place some low rent over here. And the thing with high density residential demand is it really doesn't take a lot to completely get rid of your demand. But it looks like my low density is off the charts right now. So I'm going to continue to expand in this area. How did placing a road over here destroy that building? That doesn't make any sense. This over here, this transformer station, it's kind of in the way. I'll have to move it here very shortly. Oops. And over here is not very suitable for any kind of low density residential, so I'm just going to opt for some more smaller commercial buildings. Because everybody needs a little corner store, right? Corner stores are super important in pretty much any neighborhood. We got to make sure to have lots of those. Oh my god, demand is off the charts, guys. Look, got some office demand. Everything is just a flying right now. And look at this awesomeness, guys. We got some beautiful mixed housing over here. Some commercial space on the bottom floor, and then residential on the top. So we finally got a nice downtown going. And oh, what's going on? Oh, okay, we're December. We're now into winter. Holy crap, guys. Time flies in City Skylines. But anyways, what I was going to say is I'm going to wait to rezone all of this commercial space, as I want to make sure that I can place some more mixed zoning over here. So what I need now is to expand on my residential again. So I'm just going to lay down some streets over here and get some new neighborhoods here in town. All right, look at this beautiful road pattern we got going on over here, breaking away from the grid. And let's start zoning. I think I'm going to go into fill mode. It's going to make this a bit easier. Oh, holy crap. It scares me all the time when these pop-ups appear. All right, so Bixton is such an awesome town that we have a film actor mansion. So, you know, some rich people want to start to move into town. Where am I going to place this building? Well, I think it should be in a very prestigious location. Maybe over here by the water. This looks like a really nice spot for somebody who has a lot of money. Let's make this like a little private neighborhood just for this rich rock star that's moving into town. Gonna have his own little private driveway. There. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, so let's keep going. And I, of course, want to place down a bunch of small stores. There. And with the amount of zones that I'm placing here, it should set us up for a little while at least. Yeah, so as you can see, we don't have a ton of commercial zones complaining of not enough customers anymore. It used to be a lot worse than this. So I really believe in that theory now. Just zone in small quantities. Okay, so now another problem that we're having is industrial demand is super high and it's causing rent to rise all over the city. So let's take care of that. Now this can easily be fixed by just simply placing down some more zones. Now I'm gonna have to build a new industrial park very soon because I pretty much maxed out what I can place over here. And I'm actually going to remove some industries at one point because I'm eventually going to unlock a seaport, which I think is going to go in this area. So I'm going to have to probably destroy a good amount of industries to get that to fit. But, you know, I can expand, maybe build another industrial park over here, or I don't know. We'll see what happens when the time comes. Uh-oh, guys, I got a fire. Ooh, where's the fire station? Fire and rescue. Oh my god, I only have one fire station. But coverage is good. So hopefully this guy can make it. Oh no, the fire's getting pretty big. Is he gonna make it? Oh wow, that is a long ways to drive. I'm gonna need another fire hall over here, guys. Well, I'm making money again, barely. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Is he gonna make it? I mean, coverage is still green technically, so okay. And there it is. Oh no, and there's no animation. Oh. City Skylines 1 had animations. The fireman would actually step out of the truck. And oh no, somebody died in the fire, unfortunately. And I think that should probably be in, yeah, look at that. That's actually in the event journal. Damaged buildings 1, casualties 1. Oh, that's sad. Oh well, it happens. And with that, this will conclude this episode of Bixton. Guys, thank you so much for watching once again. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will be back later this week with another episode. And I don't know what we'll get into at that point. You know, I'm pretty much just going as I figure things out, but I'm sure it will be entertaining. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and until the next episode, take care.